Anyway, the Simpsons, it didn't start, like a lot of things, it did not start as, I suppose what it says, it actually didn't even start as an idea. The Simpsons that we got was a throwaway thing, and it went on to become one of the greatest TV shows in the history of TV, and definitely one of the greatest animated shows in the history of TV.
Swept up off the cutting room floor, essentially.
Kind of. We'll go into it here in just a second, okay? But how did the Simpsons begin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1979, okay? So we're not even going to the 80s for this one. We're back to the 70s, There was not a Seattle, but a Oregonian-based cartoon artist called Matt Greoining. Okay, he moved to LA to for more work, right? Essentially, and he started drawing this comic strip called Life in Hell. And obviously I didn't read it at its original inception, but with the internet coming around, and I read some of those strips, and they were absolutely hilarious.
And now, yeah. And you can definitely see the pre-Simpsons style. Yeah. And you can definitely look at that now and say, yeah, that's the guy that did The Simpsons.
And not only that too, not just the drawings, but definitely the humor in it as well.
Sure, yeah, sure. But nonetheless, that cat is totally drawn like Scratchy or Itchy. Which one is Itchy and which one is Scratchy? I can never remember.
I think...
Because isn't it the same damn thing?
Let me... let me Google this while we're talking about it. But I mean, it was basically a in terms of not the content, but in terms of the style and the humor, it was definitely a proto Simpsons, right?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, just all artists kind of have this sort of distinct style, and if you look at the Life in Hell comics and then compare it to anything. Especially early on, perhaps still now, even though the characters have developed and evolved over the years, as technology's gotten better and as the budgets have increased, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, I mean, it was definitely different. It was unique, and it was bound that someone was going to try to do something with that. And I think that him getting together with James L. Brooks was perfect. I mean,
oh yeah,
that was a really, really good alignment, and they still have a really, really good relationship apparently, because they're still doing it.
Yeah, Fox not Fox News, but Fox TV station was a new concept in the 80s. It was trying to become America's Channel 4. And from the UK, I remember Channel 5 coming on board, which was, considered a joke at the time. And in fact, it still is, but they came on, and James L. Brooks, saw this show, and he agreed to, he wanted to get Matt Greoining involved with one of his other finds, which was Tracy Ullman.
Yeah.
Tracy Ullman is a British comedian, dancer, singer, writer, actress, funny woman.
She's a Renaissance woman.
Yes, she's an old-timey entertainer.
She speaks multiple languages, I believe, also. Like, she's quite the lady.
Now, the style of show that she put on was like new to American audiences, but in Britain, we'd seen shows like that for years and years and years, where you'd have comedy pieces, singing pieces, animation pieces and stuff like that. And one of the things was going to be shorts of Life in Hell. And so James L. Brooks pulls up Greoining into his office and wants to bring about a cartoon of Life in Hell. Maybe animated shorts, no more than 3 minutes apiece, at the end of every commercial break for a Tracy Ullman Show, right? But Matt Greoining doesn't want to do Life in Hell. He kind of has this crisis of ownership. Like, within 20 minutes before, you're going into a meeting with one of the biggest TV executives in the country, and you've got 20 minutes to come up with a new idea to give to him, and that's where The Simpsons came from. It was literally, it took 20 minutes for him to sketch out 5 people, name them all after his family.
Yeah. And yeah, I was about to say, and from what I can gather, he modeled it a lot after his own family, which a lot of modern, primetime cartoonists are doing. South Park's another good example of that.
Oh, yeah. I want to meet the real life Randy Marsh, though.
Yeah, well, you can see his dad in the movie Campbell the Musical. His dad plays the judge, and he does look exactly like Randy Marsh. Exactly.